Michael Flynn pled guilty to lying to FBI agents about conversations with the Russian ambassador, a sign that he's cooperating with the special prosecutor's investigation and potentially bringing the probe into President Trump's inner circle. Mr. Flynn was a close advisor to the president during his campaign and later served as his national security advisor, but his tenure lasted less than a month. Here's a brief timeline of the events and conversations that led to Mr. Flynn's ouster from office and ultimately federal criminal charges. Donald Trump offered Mr. Flynn the post of National Security Advisor on November 18th. In late December, around the time that the Obama administration had imposed sanctions on Russia, Mr. Flynn spoke with the Russian ambassador to the United States, Sergei Kislyak, according to the FBI. Wiretaps of the phone conversations revealed that Mr. Flynn suggested to the ambassador that the removal of the sanctions would be possible. Following the call, both Mr. Flynn and other White House officials, including Vice President Mike Pence, had described the call as relatively unsubstantive.
It was strictly coincidental that they had a conversation.
In late January, the Justice Department had warned the White House that Mr. Flynn had not been fully candid about the conversation and that he may be vulnerable to blackmail as a result.
As of today, we are officially putting Iran on notice.
In early February, Mr. Flynn had begun acting as National Security Advisor, and on February 8th, he had denied talking about sanctions in an interview with the Washington Post. On February 13th, there were conflicting reports throughout the day about Mr. Flynn's future with the administration.
The president is evaluating the situation.
Does he have the full confidence in the president? Yes, he does.
But by that evening, he had resigned. Mr. Flynn was charged with making false statements to FBI agents about discussions with the Russian ambassador, a crime that carries up to 5 years in prison. More broadly, Mr. Flynn's guilty plea is the latest indication that he's providing information to the special counsel, which may help advance the investigations that have dogged Mr. Trump's first year in office. Mr. Flynn is the fourth Trump associate to be charged.